Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. I hope you guys are enjoying San Diego Comic-Con. Now, we have a lot to talk about, but we're going to keep it down to just SH Figuarts for this video at least. But first, we have to talk about what you're seeing on the screen. So if you didn't already see it, you didn't already hear people talking about it, we finally got the reveal of Mecha Frieza as well as King Cold. Now, if you didn't already know, Mecha Frieza was teased, I think, at Tamashii Nations Tokyo last year during an interview, and they kind of said it was already in progress. And I was expecting it to be maybe a lot more different. And when I say different in terms of for Mecha Frieza, at least, I was hoping it would be like an entirely new mold. And I mean, once we saw Metal Cooler, I was thinking, oh, maybe they'll do something similar to that with like the updated articulation to that degree. But it seems like they opted to go, still smaller scale with him. And he does look a little bit more like the fourth form Frieza we already have. But there's definitely some improvements that they've opted to make in the actual body. So you can kind of incur, just looking at the upper body up here and kind of see that it's a little bit different. The arms are obviously a little bit different. And I would assume that the articulation is going to be somewhat better than the one we have right now for fourth form Frieza. I do wish that the tail was segmented. If you've got a fourth form Frieza, you know that tail, at least the newer one, it doesn't really support him entirely because it's not long enough, so it kind of just falls short just a tad. So I'm hoping that maybe they just added a little bit more length to the tail so it can at least hold him by himself without needing a stand or anything like that. That would make it even better. But besides that, just looking at the overall design, they killed it. I really love how he came out. And it was said that you can recreate the scene where he's getting slashed in half to some degree. So I'm imagining that maybe they're going to have like a split head option. And yeah, we'll have to see. Right now it's just display only, so these are just prototypes. My best guess is somewhere mid 2024 we can get these. We're already kind of starting to build out the roster for 2024, but let's talk about King Cold here. So I'm going to move over to the next slide, and I want to talk about like his cape and just overall articulation. Now, second form Frieza, when he released a couple months ago, was a great figure. I really loved him, and honestly, I think if you got the figure, you could see like really easily they had the opportunity to do King Cold. It was really just going to be reused for the most part, but you definitely see some upgrades, I think, in the difference in the muscle tones and whatnot, and obviously the armor is there. But this cape is not looking like it's soft plastic, like similar to how they've been doing a lot of the latest figures like Ichigo or Ghetto and stuff like that. It looks to be similar to like Gamma 1 and 2 or Zarbon, where it's kind of a harder plastic that attaches to a piece in the back here, and it can move up and down and left and right. And of course he's got the tail back there, so I mean articulation is going to be limited to a degree regardless, but I do think that that's how that's working, because you can also see the cut here in which the tail, I'm not tail, what am I talking about, in which the cape, it's not fully one solid piece. So my assumption is that yes, it would just be able to move up and down, left and right, and you can kind of see that there's a seam right here, so I'm more inclined to believe that this also has a range of motion similar to all the other shoulder pads. Maybe it can do what like Turles and DBS Broly can do, where it goes back instead of up and down. We'll have to see. Right now, this is all the images we have, so we're just basing it off of that. But I mean, overall, both of them look really good. And honestly, I really can't wait to see, official, promotional pictures and showcasing what they come with. I hope that's not too far away, but definitely excited for those. So those are the two new reveals we got. Again, we'll have to wait for more details, but I feel like they shouldn't be too far away. I guess we'll find out. Additionally, talking about other SH Figuarts stuff, we did get another look at Kid Goku, and I must say he looks 10 times better than what the promotional material that they were showing with him. In person, oh, there we go. In person, he just looks like more. The proportions just look better, if that makes sense. Okay, we know that he's gonna be smaller than this Kid Goku actually, so it's even really more interesting the fact that he looks this good. And I mean, everybody's opinion is gonna be different, but I think he looks phenomenal for a smaller character. It looks like the head kind of fits the body more. It's still big, but it definitely seems to fit more in line with, that character's height at the time and that style. I'm not sure if it's like a filter or if it was starting to get dark by the time they took these pictures or what, because, he's looking like a lot lighter or maybe pale or whatever. Something's going on with the light, but GT Goku is usually more tanned. I don't know why, but in GT, dude was tanned beyond imagination. So hopefully, between now and was it February, January that he releases, they change the skin tone a little bit. But if they don't, I mean, it's not a big deal. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. And of course, if you didn't already see this, Kid Goku is going to be a store exclusive for New York, as well as other Tamashii Nations stores that are out and about, whether they're in Japan or whatever. That's a whole another thing in and of itself. So moving on, here's another look at Yamcha with the impaled effect, if you will, and nothing really too much there. Yeah, and then a whole bunch of photos of some other SH Figuarts, Dragon Ball and all that good stuff. So let's just take a quick look. So we've got all the effect kits for Goku kind of just being showed off here. That does release Saturday in Japan or Friday time zones. So that's going to be coming out relatively quickly. We've also got more looks at the new Legendary Super Saiyan Goku. I'll kind of skip through those because we've seen him a lot already. And that Trunks is going to be coming out in a few months, actually, not too long from now. Keep going. There's Yamcha again. We've seen you, buddy. There's the new Vegeta. I'm assuming he doesn't come with the claw and arm with the stand base because they just not showing it here. So I don't know what's going on with that. But if you bought him, I hope you enjoy him. Here's the Bleach figures that we're getting. No new Bleach announcements yet. I'll be interested to see if they announce a fourth character before the end of the year. I know that, Naruto already has, I think 4 characters at this point in the year. And what is the other one? One Piece has technically 4 characters showcased, but only 3 of them are, well, actually 5. It's actually 5 characters. That's crazy. It just hit me. We got Yamato, Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, and Hybrid Kaido. So there's 5 figures in that line already. Granted, Yamato has not been put up for pre-order or announced for pre-order, or any information pertaining to when she would release has not come out yet. So that's a little infuriating, considering that Kaido already has that information out for when he releases, apparently. There's Toto from Jujutsu Kaisen. He is scheduled to release in December, according to Tamashii Nations websites. So pre-orders somewhere soon. Moving on, there is Kurama Chakra Link Mode, whatever it's called, for Naruto. That's already up on Premium Bandai if you have not participated. And just throwing this out there, if you're watching, the exclusives like Jiraiya and Raditz and all of them, Vegeta, they should be on Premium Bandai somewhere in the next few weeks, hopefully. But it has been listed that they will be on Premium Bandai. Moving on, Chainsaw Man, there's Denji and Pochita. That's new. I don't think we saw Pochita before. So I think that's signifying that we may, in fact, be getting a decent set of accessories with Denji. Maybe the axe and some cool faces. And Pochita, I would imagine, because they wouldn't put him there randomly, I feel like. But I guess we'll see. And Katana Man releases this month in Japan, so we'll hopefully start seeing some reviews on him. There's some Spy X Family stuff that was already revealed. There's Guts from Berserk and Griffith. And here's the One Piece stuff. They didn't show Kaido this time around, but there you go. You see Yamato, Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro. Moving on, there's the Kid Goku. There's some Sailor Moon stuff. It looked like just her though. Moving on, and here's the weird one. I think I like the Zoro from the neck down. And if you didn't know, this is the One Piece live action Netflix version. I do like it from the neck down, but I feel like the face doesn't really help you visualize like a serious swordsman, a warrior. He kind of feels like a pop star, I guess. Doesn't really seem like he's, an actual swordsman, if that makes sense. And there's the bottom portion. They didn't show Luffy. I don't know if they just couldn't snap a picture or if they forgot, but Toy Arc just kind of briefly skipped past it. And there's some stuff I have no idea what is that about. So anyways, out of all the stuff we've seen so far, I mean, Dragon Ball, we just got these 2 new reveals. We also got the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the SH Monsterarts line for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I really am curious to see how well this line does, because it can hopefully be taken to some crazy levels with like Egyptian god cards and whatnot, Exodia, some crazy ones. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we don't know if they're going to actually make a separate line for the Duelist. That is something I think that they should do, because who doesn't want a Kaiba next to their Blue Eyes? Who doesn't want a Yugi, or I guess his name is Atem, an Atem with their Dark Magician Girl, all that stuff. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, but Blue Eyes White Dragon looks pretty damn good. And moving on, I don't really follow this particular, I think it was an anime or it was a manga, I don't know. I know Toriyama wrote this and he made this whole thing for a long time ago, I think. No, it was a one shot maybe or something like that. But it's getting a game now, it's getting a new web anime, and now it's getting figures. So if you're into Sandland, this is what you guys are getting. He looks pretty good though. It looks pretty cool. I think this guy is not that articulated, just in the arms it looks like. But yeah, it comes with a interesting looking tank. I know nothing about Sandland, so for those that are hyped for that kind of thing, there you go. More information is also on Tamashii's webpage, so if you want to go find more information about that, definitely check it out. Last but not least, this Obi-Wan. All right, I would have 100% probably considered buying this if they didn't already release the actual show version. This one is pretty cool just because I like the whole Straw Hat Samurai type deal with what he's got going on and the lightsaber blade. It looks really cool. It's just, do you really feel like it's necessary to buy 2 Obi-Wans from kind of the same show? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if we'll get any more reveals. If anything, I'm assuming more pre-order announcements than just straight up reveals, because I think that this is pretty much it for now in terms of straight up reveals for most things, in fact, because today, at the time of recording this, was preview night for SDCC. The actual entirety of the event kicks off tomorrow, which may be today for you when you're watching this video. So we'll see. There's going to be some more videos coming out talking about some of the other stuff that has been showcased, but hopefully this is a good coverage for you guys to kind of just keep in the know with the SH Figuarts based stuff. And yeah, I'm hoping that some crazy other announcement for Dragon Ball stuff comes, but we shall see. Anyways, appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy SDCC. Catch you in the next one. Peace.